Welcome back. We're live again for STRAAT Talks here from Amsterdam North. Thank you for joining me or looking back if you see this afterwards. After a couple of exciting talks, today it's time for Taquen, the work you see here behind me. Taquen is joining me already, I see. Taquen is an artist from Spain. Let's add him to the chat. Perfect, Taquen. Let's just wait. I think he will join us. Hey!
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, man. I'm good. Thanks. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes. How's your... Can you hear me?
Yeah. And you?
Per Perfect. Yeah. I see you. A little delay, but I can hear you. How have you been?
Don't worry. Yeah, good. And you?
I see the bird. Okay, perfect. I was like, what is that?
No filters, no filters.
Yeah, no, perfect. Yeah, perfect, man. So I was still doing the introduction. I was telling
Mm-hmm.
people we do the STRAAT Talks with artists that participated in the museum here in Amsterdam. And
Mm-hmm.
you are one of them. You were one of the last that contributed to the collection. I
Yeah,
think
last year.
I think it was last year, June, July,
Yeah, maybe August, like one
August
year
even.
ago,
Yeah,
exactly 1 year ago, I think.
yeah, yeah, and yeah,
But I don't
perfect.
remember at all because the weather was so bad there, so I don't
It
know if it was like autumn
ah
or something like that. No, but it
yeah,
was in August, I think.
yeah. Okay, perfect. It's the same now. It's quite humid, but it's raining a lot
Yeah.
here. So
Yeah, here is so dry in Madrid. Is so dry.
how's the
Yeah.
situation there? How's the situation in Spain?
With COVID or with,
Yeah, let's start
who
with COVID.
knows? I don't know at all. And because the fourth or fifth wave now is here, and
Mm,
but we are also. A week ago, I have been vaccinated,
okay,
so
yeah.
so things are going better. But at the same time, there are a lot of people who still not vaccinated. So I don't know. I don't really know how it's going because in some places they are saying that it's getting better, but in other cities around Spain it's going worse. So it
Hmm.
depends, you know. Now in summer the people are traveling all around Spain, so maybe that's why in Madrid the things are better because nobody's here in summer, but
Yeah.
the people from the big cities are going to the coast. So who knows? Now they are making some new restrictions again
Hmm.
about some small lockdowns during the nights and those things.
Oh,
But let's see. I hope in a month we will be better. I think, and I hope.
okay. So, but
But
you can travel to other countries or?
yeah, you can. But it depends on the other country. For example, I went twice to France this summer, and they
Hmm.
asked me for a PCR test before and after to go
Okay.
inside and to go outside. So it depends on the country, I think, where you go. But yes, we are allowed to travel. And
Yeah,
also
yeah.
here in Spain, if, for example, if you want to go to Ibiza, for example, or
Hmm.
to some small island, they ask you for a COVID test or
Yeah.
something like that.
Were you required last year when you came here? You remember?
What?
When you were you required last year when you came to the museum? I don't
I
think so,
think
no?
nothing.
No, no, no.
Nothing. No,
No.
and also the things there were much better
Hmm.
than after.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
after I came there, the things started there to be worse. Because when I was there, I was feeling like, okay, here there's no COVID, there's no anybody's worried what is
yeah.
happening. It was like the past world where we were
Yeah.
living, but
Yeah.
now we are all fuck.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hope it will go back to normal soon, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think so.
So
I'm
and
positive.
so what are you working on? Because I do see you're painting a lot. Uh,
Yeah.
can you
I'm on
tell?
a small break here
Yeah.
at home again in Madrid for 5 or 6 straight days. I don't remember when was this the last time.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next Wednesday, I'm gonna go to Camprovin. It's a really small village mostly in the north of Spain, not in the top, but in the north of Spain, in La Rioja. So
Okay.
I'm going to participate on a small festival, but it's a really nice one. I'm a very big fan of this kind of small festivals
Yeah,
that
you told me.
yeah, I told you that we
Yeah.
do in rural areas, and because they are really familiar, so it's nice. And I'm gonna be there from the next Wednesday until the weekend, I think,
Okay.
and then my holidays start again.
Aha.
My
Okay.
holiday starts, so I'm gonna be well. You know us, we are not stop like 100% stop, never, but
No.
I'm gonna be more or less free for the next month because I have 4 or 5 huge projects between September and October,
Wow.
and
Wonderful.
yeah, it is. I'm gonna go to Bosnia to the Mostar Street Art Festival, which is
Yeah.
so great. And after that, I will go to Briançon, to in the Alps, for
Okay.
the Eternel Crapule Festival, I think
Ah.
is the
Okay.
name, you
Yeah.
know. And after, I will start a small, not a small, but a residency in a
Mm-hmm.
really small village in the French Pyrenees, which is
Okay.
called Saint-Pelais, with the Space Junk organization. Do you know Space Junk? They are the
What?
people who
Uh,
organize the Grenoble Street Art Fest
okay. Yeah.
and and
Yeah.
Bayonne Street Art Fest. So I'm gonna be there working on a really nice project. I cannot tell you a lot of
Of
about it, but
course.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
there for around 15 or 20 days,
Yeah.
and after that, my last festival of this year is gonna be in Bayonne, in the south of France.
Okay. Okay. So a
It's
lot in
the
France.
Point de Vue Festival. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Let's talk about it a bit more later.
Yeah.
But let's start with the beginning. Because how did it all start for you? Because you studied, right, in university?
Yeah, I studied fine arts here in Madrid, in Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I finished my career in 2015.
that's
But
not so
before
long
that,
ago, huh?
no. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's long ago or not. I
Yeah.
feel like now I feel like I have done a lot of different kind of projects and things during those last 5 or 6 years. But at the same time, I have the other feeling like it was so short on the time. It
Mm,
was, and I
yeah.
don't know. Maybe the things are going a bit faster.
I think so. I mean, if you look at the last two, oh wait, your connection is gone. Are you still there? Oh, you were gone for a bit. You were
That's
gone for a bit.
I have this yeah I have these two feelings. Like, on one hand, I feel like the time is running away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, I'm because I'm working on different projects all around, in France, in Amsterdam, in Madrid, in Spain, and then at the same time, I feel like I'm I don't know how to say, like, I don't feel really comfortable with the
Yeah.
way the things are going around the urban art and the street art festival at the same time, because when
Okay.
you, for example, when you go to when I participate on a festival, okay, it's
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 days painting. That the experience is great, but at the same time the feeling is like, okay, it's done, I'm not gonna be here again anymore because I have done it. It's like a check, and there are a lot of
Yeah.
checks what I would love to repeat it, the experience, but I cannot say no to this kind of of
No, of
experience.
course. So, but Yeah, but you missed the connection, or what do you mean? I mean, because you come, you paint, and you go.
Yeah, it's that kind of feeling like there are, you know, now I'm trying to be on the place where I'm going to paint some of days, you know, to stay on, to feel it,
Hmm.
to enjoy those places, to visit those places, to go to the mountains around those places, to meet some other people there, because sometimes we just stay there for 3, 4 days, and
Yeah,
we just go from the house to the wall or from the wall to the house, and that's all. And you know, it's that feeling. I'm really fortunate with
yeah,
my
yeah,
job and when how the things are going, but at the same time, it's like, okay, check, next one,
yeah.
check,
It
next
was,
one, check.
yeah. So it was the same with this one, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was also because the hotel was in front of the museum.
yeah,
No, but
yeah,
I try to wherever I go, I try to wake up early and to go around somewhere, you know, for a
yeah,
small run or a
yeah, yeah,
walk or whatever, or just to rent a bike and go riding to the wall and back to the hotel,
yeah,
just to be more on the present and to feel how the city or how the place is and
yeah.
to enjoy more.
Enjoy the environment. So,
Yeah.
Gonzalo, if you look back to the beginning or when you finished your university,
Hmm.
how did you become, or were you already an urban artist, or how did you become an urban artist?
Uh-huh. I think it was on my mind since I was young, so that was easier for me to
Mm-hmm.
decide what I was expecting to do,
Yeah,
because I started to paint graffiti when I was at the high school with my friends. We were like 13 or 14 years old, so we started to paint graffiti, and I think that because of that, that's why I decided to study fine arts.
okay,
So when I started to at the university with my career, I really knew which were my references and with which were my inspirations. So I knew, okay, this is the thing what I want to be when in the future, or what I want to work on.
right.
So what's a bit like not easy, but my decision was easy. It's like, okay, I want to do this because I think that if you studied fine arts,
Mm-hmm.
also in maybe it's because in Spain the fine arts are a bit more classician, you know, like more romantic than
Okay,
in other universities around Europe.
yeah,
So sometimes when we finish these studies, this career, you feel like, okay, what can I do now? I want to be an illustrator, photographer, because you touch a lot of different techniques, but
yeah,
you it's not easy to focus on just on one. But fortunately, it was easy for me to decide, okay, I want to keep working on the streets because that was my passion.
yeah,
So I tried to mix what I have been learning at the university with what I've been doing on the streets.
yeah.
So the decision was easy. It wasn't a decision, it was on my mind since I started the career. So
So, and when you finished your university, you already knew, like, okay, I'm going to paint in the streets, or
yeah, I think so.
okay,
Yeah. And I tried to find some small festivals
mm-hmm.
or something like that to starting to participate. And I think if I remember my first festival where I participated was in Salamanca in Spain, in a small city in the north of Spain, and I painted a really small wall.
Okay,
But at the same time, I was also working as how to say, as we
illustrator, or
used to yeah, we used to decorate, me and a friend, we used to decorate some shops or some
mm-hmm.
restaurants here around Spain. So I was trying
To
to
combine.
dedicate myself, yeah, to
Yeah.
combine. Yeah.
So, but and how did you get to? Sorry, how did you get to the street art festival in Salamanca?
I found it on the social media, I think, and
Yeah.
I went in contact with them, and I just applied. I think it was an application, an open call.
Yeah.
So I applied and they select me and I participate. And that was my first one, I think.
How
And
was?
after that,
How,
at
sorry.
the same time, I was trying to make a something like a portfolio or something like that.
Hmm.
So I also went out to paint by myself on some abandoned areas or some other buildings to make something like a small portfolio
Yeah.
to send to those small festivals where I thought that okay, maybe here I have a small opportunity to
So
start
how was the
with my
experience of the
career.
first festival?
Was if I compare now with the places where I'm going now or with the walls what I'm painting now, it was crazy because it was a really small wall and
Hmm.
it smaller than that canvas that you have on your back,
Yeah.
and it took me like 4 or 5 days. It was so tough. Also because I was
Right.
starting with this kind of style or
Hmm.
with this kind of portraits.
Yeah.
So if I remember that wall like a really tough wall, I don't know why.
Yeah.
But now
Okay.
if I compare with the walls or with the places where I'm painting now, it's crazy. How the things are changing just in 4 or 5 years is.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
prefer not to think about it, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, it's the process, right? It's also the experience
Yeah,
that got you to where you are right
yeah.
now, that got you into the museum. I
No, no,
mean,
no. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
it's the process that counts. And
Hmm.
at least you made the decision to uh, write yourself in for or apply for the street art festival, and you got there to Salamanca.
Hmm.
Um, and
No,
many
no, no, and I'm happy because
yeah,
I did that. Yeah, I'm really happy, and I know that the way I did is why now
yeah,
I'm here. I think so.
and I can
I'm
imagine.
proud of every each walls where what I have painted or every small or big festivals where I have participated. And I know that all of all of these festivals or projects
Mhm.
are making me the person or the artist who I
Yeah,
am right now. So
yeah, perfect. So, and I can imagine you were the only one from your class that went to become an urban artist, or not?
yeah, yeah. Can you repeat? Sorry.
I think I can imagine you were the only one from your class with your university
Oh
that
yeah.
became an urban artist, or were there more?
Uh, I think from my class, yes. I think there are some others. For example, the Amparito. Amparito was at
Yeah, yeah.
he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't at my class because he was where he studied on a different group. But yes, there are not so many. No, there are not so many. Maybe two or three. I think so, more or
Yeah,
less.
okay. Well, he's also a good example then. So,
Yeah.
and can you imagine like what inspired you in your style, as you see in the back,
Hmm.
with the thin lines and it almost looks like wood, you know? It's is there an
Like
artist that inspire?
cuts.
Yeah,
No, no, it was because I found this is kind of a style when I was at the third degree, I think,
okay. Yeah.
um, because I used to draw with a lot of lines, much
Mm-hmm.
more than now. I use the line as just like a tool
Yeah.
that make me feel more comfortable in front of the paper, because I prefer. Sometimes you have to decide more or less
Mm-hmm.
between the lines and the shadows, for example. So I use a lot of lines to
Yeah.
make those shadows. So if I remember well, when I was in the third course, I had a teacher
Mm-hmm.
who told me like maybe you have to focus on these lines because I think that they are very personal. So
Okay.
then in that moment I started to develop this kind of a style,
Yeah.
but and it was organic, it was not something that I was looking for. It
No.
appeared. So now I know is you can see that canvas, for example, is made with a lot of lines and it's my style. But at the same time, for me, it's just a tool that
Yeah.
helps me a lot to talk about what I want to talk. It's not something much more important or something what I was looking for, you
No,
know.
okay. So you learned it in your university and now it became your signature
Hmm.
in some way.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I know, but maybe you can share a little bit more like your motivation in your paintings. Um, you told me back then, I see it on your website, you talk about the environment. Can you
Hmm.
can you tell a little bit like about your motivation in your work? It's always a lot
Yeah.
with people and environment and birds.
Yeah, it's mostly is the way the relationship between the human beings
Mm-hmm.
and the nature, but not only the nature, also the environment, like also with the city or with other people or with the animals. For example, for me, the movement, like the word, the movement, is really important because it's the way I know the world better, you know, and I know the
Mm-hmm.
people better, and I know my environment better, and I know the nature better. So for me, the movement is really important. And at the same time, I used to spend all my free time on the nature, on the mountains, as you know.
Yeah.
So I try to bring to those places where I work a part of this nature that
Yeah.
sometimes is forgotten because we are living on a really fast world and the city is full of stress and this stuff, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I used to mix humans with, as you can see on that canvas, humans and for example, I use a lot of the hands and these things
Yeah.
with animals or with sometimes with plants. Not a lot of times. I prefer the animals because of the movement,
Yeah.
as I told you before. So that's why that's it's just because nature is where I feel more human.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to talk to the people or to tell to the people like, okay, I think that we have to still be more connected with that part of our life that is
Yeah.
a bit forgotten.
And referring to being in nature, not everybody knows, but you walk and climb a lot, and you like
Yeah,
jogging and
yeah,
biking, right?
yeah.
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 So then everybody knows. Um, so you prefer the nature, but yet you live in a city like Madrid,
Yeah, sorry.
right?
Yeah, it's a strange. It's a strange. I live in Madrid, but I'm not a very big fan of the big cities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also living here because most of my family is living here, and I'm also a very familiar person. Like I love to stay with my family and with my friends. So I think that that's why I'm still living here. But on my next future plans, as one of those plans is to go a bit farther from Madrid. But
Okay.
also at the same time, I know that for me it's better to still stay connected with a city like Madrid
Yeah,
and
it gives you projects.
yeah, not only projects, also to stay connected with some people or
Mm-hmm.
not to be so far. I'm not a very big fan of those kind of people who goes away to the mountains and living there alone.
Yeah.
I'm still social, not so
Yeah.
much social, but I'm
Uh,
still social.
yeah.
And also because my girlfriend is working here in Madrid, so
Yeah.
we have to live here. But Madrid, it's a really nice city, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Eh,
also I'm the same. At the same time, I'm always outside.
yeah.
You know, when we have free time, we go outside. We go to the mountains or to other places here around here to climb or to just to go to trail running or whatever. But
Cool.
yeah, it's because of my family, I think, and it's because I feel comfortable here. I do not used to go to the city center. I just go once a week or maybe less than that
Okay.
because I do not live on the city center of Madrid.
Ah, okay. I've never been to Madrid. It's terrible.
No, you have
No.
to. You have to.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're from the north, right? You're from the north of Spain.
Yeah, I was born in A Coruña in Galicia, but
Mm-hmm.
it was just because my father was working there for a year.
Okay.
So, so that's why I was born there. But after that, we moved to Burgos. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know where
Yeah.
it is,
Yeah.
for the next 4 years because all of my family is from Burgos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when I was five, if I remember, yeah, when I was five, we came here to Madrid. So I think
Okay.
I'm from Madrid. I'm
Yeah.
more from Madrid than from other city. And
Okay.
now I'm 28, so I've been living here for the last 23 years.
Yeah, okay. So, and you spoke about your future projects. A couple of
Hmm.
them sound very interesting. Because you're going to, for how long were you going to stay in the mountains? The
Uh, where?
the one in the Alps?
I'm gonna be there for I think for 8 or 10 days in Briançon.
Ah, okay. So it's still very short.
Yeah, that's the problem because I'm gonna be in Bosnia for 10 days, I think, 8 to 10 days. Then I have to come here to Madrid. I will stay here 1 day or 2 days to
Yeah.
do the laundry and this stuff, and then I will go to the Alps for another 7 or 8 days. But the walls are not so big, so I think I will have enough time to enjoy those places.
Yeah. And going to Bosnia sounds interesting.
Yeah, really, really, really interesting.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine what to expect about this project.
No.
It's cool, it's cool. The
Yeah.
city is Mostar. Mostar.
Okay.
It's a small city, but I think it's famous. It's
Yeah.
a
Okay.
famous city because when they were in the last war,
Mm-hmm.
there were some Spanish people who helped them to be in peace or something like that. There's a story about that,
Yeah.
but I don't know at all clearly. But it's
No.
something related with this city and Spain and some
Okay.
Spanish people.
Ah, you need
So
to
I think
learn.
that the Spanish embassy is helping them to develop this project there. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
why I'm gonna go there, and some other Spanish artists are gonna go this year.
Ah, okay. So, but you need to know the story before you go, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. No,
Uh,
I know it's they made a piece there. Like
yeah.
they helped them to make a piece. Also, Cesar Bamonte,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
course, because you
Yeah.
have a piece there at the Strat.
Yeah. Yeah.
He painted there like 3 or 4 years ago.
Ah,
So he
okay.
has
Yeah.
he has a really nice wall there.
Yeah. I think he sent me the pictures back then. Yeah. So, but who invited you? Is it the Spanish organization or who invited you?
No, no, no. They invite me, but I think that the Spanish embassy
Mm-hmm.
is helping them with money, of course,
Yeah.
to make this project.
So,
It's
and
like a supporter.
okay. Yeah, I can imagine. So do you usually get inspired by the surroundings, the environment for your paintings, or do you already know what you're going to paint before you go?
No, well, uh, as we were talking before,
Mm-hmm.
those projects uh, are going so fast. So
Yeah.
you just have some days to stay there, and most of those days you have to spend on the wall. So you have to make something like a research before you go, and I try to do a really a strong research
Yeah.
before I go to understand the situation, the environment, the people, a bit of the story, and I try to decide what I'm gonna do there. But
Okay.
because I think it's really important to know all those points before you go to work on. Also, if you are working on the streets, it's not the same when, for example, when I painted on the STRAAT Museum
Yeah.
because it's a museum. It's not like a painting on the streets. But when I go to a different place, to a festival or to
Mm-hmm.
to another project that is on the street, I try to make a huge research.
Yeah.
Try to learn something about the nature, the flora and fauna of
Mm-hmm.
those places, and try to find at least a small idea of what I'm gonna do there, or
Yeah.
sometimes I go with the sketch,
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's interesting what you say because a lot of the artists that painted here in the museum are still inspired by the location.
Hmm.
So they paint about Holland or Amsterdam or the museum or the wharf. So you do see like people still are inspired by the surroundings, the environment here in Amsterdam.
Hmm.
Um,
Yes.
because yeah, I know you painted your friend, right? The dancer.
Yeah. No, she was not my friend. She was
Okay.
the photographer was a friend
Okay.
who did that photo. Yeah, I
Okay.
try to when I make portraits, I
Mm-hmm.
try to find, for example, the last one what I did in Vigo. She's my girlfriend, and I did we took the photos here at home
Ah, okay.
because I think for me it's much more interested if I work on someone who I know than
Yeah.
in someone who I don't know who is, because it's not, the
No.
connection is totally different, you know.
So are you also like telling your personal stories? Like because you
Not personal, not personal. I
no.
try to talk about those kind of stories or feelings that we all have when we are connecting with other people or with the nature. I
Yeah.
think, and also if I'm talking about a personal story for you, when you see these some of these walls, probably is gonna be totally different than
Yeah.
that what I thought when I was painting there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
because
Um.
if you don't read the post on my Instagram, or if you just have seen the wall, I don't
Yeah.
know what are you gonna think about it. So I try to work on to talk about some of those kind of feelings and connections between humans and the nature that we all have every single day.
Yeah. No, but a lot of artists that came to the museum also painted like this relationship between humans and nature, like living together on this planet.
Hmm.
And
I
that,
think is for me it's easy because is the way I live. You know,
yeah,
like I cannot talk about something different because my day by day is like that. It's like I used to go every single day to outside to and live some experience at my village or or here in Madrid in the mountains. So I have to talk about what I about my experience. I
yeah.
cannot talk about something what I don't really know.
No, okay, I understand.
So
So, any aspirations in the style that you have? Is it going somewhere, or does it feel right just the way it is right now?
the style, I don't know. Probably it's yeah. I'm. I know that, for example, what something what I'm been feeling for the last, I think last year or last 2 years, like there's a big pressure,
Mm-hmm.
mostly on internet, to make the artist like change. You know, like okay, he's repeating, and it's like, oh man, I just have been doing this for the last 3 years. It's
Yeah,
not too
yeah,
much time, but at the same time, the feeling is like maybe I'm using this style too much, and I have to change. So I've been thinking about it, but I think that if it should happen, it will happen. But
Naturally. Yeah, yeah. No, but
yeah, I think it's gonna be a naturally process. Yeah.
of course, but what I hear from a lot of artists during the COVID times, everybody spent a lot of time at home in the studio,
Hmm. Yeah.
drawing, thinking. So many artists um, changed or adapted a bit of their style.
Yeah. I've been thinking, and I'm also thinking right now about other kind of techniques, but
Yeah.
trying to find the way that how can I mix my style with other techniques like sculpture or video
Oh,
or
really?
mixing with yeah or to mixing with photos. But for
Yeah.
the moment, I still haven't got the time for that. But it's on my mind, of course.
Yeah. That can be
It
interesting.
is.
Yeah.
I'll try. I will try. I will try. I'm
Yeah.
trying to work on, for example, I'm gonna work on the ceramic
Yeah.
with
Okay.
a small workshop here in Madrid, and I have another project on November here in Spain where we are gonna work with some ceramic,
Okay.
and it's really excited. I'm really excited. I wanna know how I'm gonna feel outside the paint,
Yeah,
just the
yeah,
paint,
yeah.
and I think
So
is positive for my work.
is that going to be the first time that you're going to
Mm, yeah, 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 definitely, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So are you okay, but you're mostly painting, but I also do know you're not only using the canvas, right? You also use like wood and other
Yeah,
materials
I
to paint
try.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because I love the way my style or my color palette um, connect with those other materials. Because
Yeah.
I'm not a really big fan of the regular canvas, like a wet canvas. I'm not a really big fan.
No.
So, for example, on my last show, which
Mm-hmm.
was in Madrid here in March, I painted on directly on hemp, you know, hemp fabric.
Okay. What is it?
It's
Hemp.
hemp. Do you know what is hemp?
No.
HEMP fabric. Well, it's a kind of fabric that we bring from Nepal. I think
Okay.
I told you about this kind of project because
Okay.
I'm a co-founder of a brand here in Madrid, which is based in Madrid and in Nepal also.
Okay.
And well, I'm not working there. I'm now right now. I'm just one of the co-founders, but they work with this fabric, which is called hemp, and
Okay.
comes from Nepal, and it's like it's a fabric, but it's not like the typical fabric what you can find on a canvas.
Okay. Yeah.
So I love to experiment with this kind of with this mix between my work and other materials, not only with paper or with like a white flat canvas.
Okay. Perfect. I understand. So right now you have a lot of projects in the near future. Do you also still paint canvases right now? Any shows and galleries coming up?
I think I'm gonna focus on these just during the those months between autumn and winter
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
to paint on the streets is more difficult during those months. So I will try to divide my year between this summer season and like winter or studio season, something like
Okay.
that. But yeah, at the same time, I also have, for example, some commissions here in Spain what I'm working on. So I
Yeah.
try to mix my outdoor projects with some indoor projects.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm
Yeah.
not still not a really big fan of indoor projects. I feel
No.
much more comfort. No, I feel much more comfortable on the streets.
Yeah. I
I
think
think
you will. I
is
think
the
you
way
will get there.
I feel more comfortable and because of the spontaneous and because of the contact with the people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
For
Yeah.
example, last year to prepare the show, I've been here at the studio for 2 or 3 months, just working alone there, and my feelings was like wasn't so good. It was like for whom I'm working on this, why
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
alone here every single day. I
Yeah.
started early in the morning, I finished early in the evening, and I was totally alone there.
Yeah.
So I'm not a really big fan of working on the studio, but I know as an artist, I think we have to do it to develop our careers and
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
to find other opportunities. It's not. I think it's not easy just to focus your career on the streets.
Yeah. Okay.
Also because my body is telling me please stop sometimes.
Yeah. What you mean
Yeah.
with outside or inside painting?
No. Outside. I mean, it's
Yeah.
physically is really tough, and
Yeah.
so you cannot stay all of your life just working on the
Ah, but
streets.
you're
It's
you're a healthy
impossible.
guy, yeah?
But yeah, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like with this last project I did when I was painting the last day when I was painting in France this big water tower.
Yeah.
I felt a really huge pain on my back, and
Okay.
I still have some pain here. So
Okay. Okay. Take it easy, yeah?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
More
We have to
running,
go slower. We
more
have to go
running.
slower, man.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Living in Madrid, you're going to Bosnia with a lot of Spanish artists. Any artist that inspired you? Maybe not in your style, but as an urban artist.
Hmm. Yeah, if for example, I'm a big fan of some painters
Mm-hmm.
like Impressionism painters. I'm a very big fan of them.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm also, if we talk just about artists, for example, Etam Crew, I'm a fan of M. Thoer. There are some Spanish artists that are so great, like Arif, Sebas Velasco, Manolo Mesa is a really great one.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that most of them are something like classic painters, or that they used to focus more on the color.
Yeah.
I pre so I think that that's why they inspire me, because they are really, really, really good using the colors and the palette.
Yeah.
So
No,
that
it's sorry.
is something that is really important for me, the color. I know that my style is more is closer to the illustration, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I try to work hard on the color at the same time, and not to lose that part of pure painting.
Yeah. So
So I
you
think
have
that
a
that's
lot of
why.
interesting Spanish artists, as you say, like
Yeah, I think yeah we are really lucky, because there are a lot of Spanish urban artists that are
very
doing so
talented.
well. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very, very, very.
Yeah. No, yeah, like Sebas Velasco and Mohammed.
Mhm.
You know him
Yes,
as well?
Mohamed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Elisa Capdevila, for example.
Yeah.
There's another girl that is called Alba. For example, in
She's
the next week I will.
I
Yeah,
think she's the girlfriend of Mohammed, right?
I don't know. I don't
Uh,
really know. Sorry, I just met her by Instagram.
uh,
Also, there's another girl which is called Virginia Bersabe.
okay.
We are gonna be together at Camp Robin, so I will meet her next week.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely there are a lot of really, really talented artists here in Spain,
Yeah.
and I don't know if most of them are like classical painters and at the
Mm-hmm.
same time urban artists,
Yeah.
but maybe it's because in the past in Spain there were a lot of really great painters. That's why now most of the Spanish urban artists are focused on this kind of style, like a mix between urban art and classical paint.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm a big fan of it. Mohammed is also coming to the museum in a couple months.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
really
So
nice, really nice.
yeah.
Good
So
choice, man.
yeah, yeah. Um, so any wishes for collaborations? Um, I read at your about on your website you like the collaborative process. Talking about
Between
collaboration.
other artists, you mean between other artists,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
for example, this is not with another artist, but this month, this next, yes, in August, we are gonna. I have been working on a collaboration with a brand, a cycling brand,
Okay.
uh, a Spanish cycling brand here in Spain, and we have done a maillot. Uh,
Yeah.
maillot. This part of the.
Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah.
I
The
can
shirt.
I can show you,
Show me.
but not too much, okay?
No,
Because
no.
this is
Okay.
it's a
Show me.
surprise, okay?
Okay.
But don't worry. No, but we are working on this kind of.
Ah, cool. Ah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
see.
cannot show you more. I cannot show you more. So
Exciting.
yeah, yeah, it is. And I also have another collaboration with another. Yeah, I have been collaborating with another brand, and we will launch a video on the 8th, I think. And yeah, I'm open to collaborate with other artists.
Cool.
I don't know, maybe it's because I did not have the opportunity to collaborate with another artist, but I don't have any kind of problem to mix
No,
my
yeah.
work with others.
No, but they're
I love it. I love to experiment. I love to experiment and to see how my style or how my work could connect with another
yeah,
artist or with another brand or with whatever. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'm not mind closed.
I think your work is very suitable to work with other artists.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. I
yeah.
hope.
So besides the biking jacket, are you also working on jogging clothes?
I still not, but if someone has a
Yeah.
project, just call me.
So
No,
we
no,
both
still not, still not.
no, yeah, nobody knows, but we're both jogging a lot, following each other on Strava, right?
On
Yeah,
Strava, yeah, we use Strava a lot.
yeah. After the talk, I'm also going jogging again.
Yeah,
Um,
I have to tell you that you know this project I've been talking about that I'm going to do in the Pyrenees, in the
yeah.
north of France. I will use Strava as a part of the project.
Ah, really? Okay, that's
Yes,
interesting.
because it's a project that it's gonna be an urban project, urban art project, but at the same time, this project is gonna be focused on the movement
Yeah.
and the way I move, and also on the way I move while I'm painting some walls around the
Okay.
area. So it's gonna be a more like a concept project uh, that mixed some street art with some other kind of tools. I'm gonna use Strava to make a register
Yeah,
to
register. Yeah.
yeah
Yeah.
to
Okay.
find
Okay.
yeah I you will see, but I'm trying to
Interesting.
focus on yes on go away a bit from the just the walls, you know,
Yeah.
to make something a bit different.
Yeah. Exciting. Okay. I can't wait to see more about it. Um, so yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with my questions. Um,
Hmm.
I'm very happy because I think you were one of the last that attended the museum. I'm very happy that you contributed to the museum.
Wow,
Um,
was a
you
pleasure for me, man. Was a pleasure.
you still haven't seen it in life, huh?
No, not open. No, no. And I
Yeah,
haven't had the opportunity to go there. I want to go there for sure because
yeah,
one of my best friends is living there, not exactly in Amsterdam,
yeah.
but near there. And I want to go there. I want to go for sure.
Perfect. Well, I wish you the best of luck with future projects.
Thank you
Um,
so much.
let's stay in touch and
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
check each other on Strava. Good luck with everything. Muchas gracias. Y
Gracias a ti. Thank
hasta
you so
pronto.
much.
Hasta pronto.
Thanks for the opportunity, David.
All right. Thank you.
See you
Bye.
soon. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.